Dundee and Dick Slater. Here it is. Slater from behind, straight up, atomic drop right on the base of that spine, covers him 1, 2, and once again, Dundee's determination saves him from a 3 count, and Slater throws him out on the concrete again. Staggering around the ring, trying to get himself back together to come in, and once again, Slater charges with that head. Butts him down to the floor. Referee Paul Martin. Dundee at the ring apron. Pulled inside the ring by Slater. Dundee grabs him, drops him with a drop. Atomic drop. Hits him with that knee and nails him back. Powers a slam on him, and Billy coming back hard. One and a half is about what Bill got out of it. And Slater comes back swinging. Tied up. They've had 15 minutes, no winner. They have 5 more minutes. Then it will be decided by a flip of the coin. One has already been decided that way. Tommy Gilbert defeated Larry Latham on a coin flip. Ooh, Slater nailed him with a vicious chop. He covers 1, 2. Dundee pushes his way out of it. And with a side suplex, Slater counts 1, counts 2, and Dundee squirms his way out. Slater over the top. Dundee takes one, a real shot. Whipped into the ropes from behind on a sleeper hole. Dundee caught by Slater.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go.
Dundee's foot on the ropes. That'll call for a break. Dundee takes him down to the small package. Can't hold it. Gets a count of 1. Not even hardly that. Foot in the face. Slams Slater into the turnbuckle. Billy a whip. Slater bounces into the ropes, goes over the top rope. It's going to be a judgment call. Dundee caught from behind by Slater, who, while the argument ensued, came up behind him. The argument was with the referee as to whether he put him over the top rope. Slater misses as he drops from the ropes. Dundee puts him in, takes him into the small package. 1. He was crabbed down. Count of 1, 2, 3. They got him. .229 of the overtime. Bill Dundee is eliminated by Dick Slater. As Slater rolled him back after that sunset flip. And Dundee says, give me the chain, I'll go for it. Billy ends up losing it as he explains to the referee what we saw, that Slater grabbed his tights.
Robert, this is not for one moment to say that you certainly don't have the skills, because you do have the skills, but it was a tournament that was loaded with talent. The CWA heavyweight champion Thunderbolt Patterson, the big Mongolian stomper Jerry the King Lawler, names just all the way through the entire thing. So I know that the prize, of course, of the van makes you feel good, but you got to feel good coming out over a field like that.
Well, that's right. I certainly felt like an underdog going into the finals, which I'm sure you'll be able to show with your VCR film now. But it's, like I said, it's the happiest day for me to be able to sit here and say I've got that thing. It's unreal, Lance, I'll tell you.
You had some real tough ones. One of the guys that we had some of the tape on out of the Mid-South Coliseum that I wanted to show the folks was a roughneck, Dick Slater, who really, this guy comes in there with a determination to hurt folks, and he had a real obsession about doing a chain match, which is not what the van tournament was about.
Yeah, it seemed like I heard him screaming or something to people that he had a problem with his opponents running away from him, so he brought this chain in. He had brought it in two matches earlier with Tony Charles once and with Bill Dundee, and offered him the chain, and now he'd spit on me. And so I tried to take one into the chain. I'm going to have a chain match with him, but the bell hasn't rung at this point, and he punched me right in the top of the head with that chain, and goes without saying that he cut me pretty good. And,
yes, he did.
And this is like the semifinal. Like if I beat Slater, then I had to go right into the match with the stomper. So it left me at a heck of a disadvantage.
Yeah, that particular moment that we just saw right there looked like it was going to be the pivotal point of the entire tournament in terms of the winner, because it, as the folks will see, it left you in very bad shape to go in the finals against the Mongolian stomper, and he took advantage of that, I must say.
Right. Well, to wrestle Dick Slater, any way you want to look at it, whether he cut me before the match or regardless of what happened, it would be a heck of a match, because Slater is a former Floridian champion. He's the former Georgia champion, and he's won just about every heavyweight title in the South today.
Robert.
And he's certainly a tough man.
I saw him in a match with former Olympian Bob Roop, and Slater came out victorious in that, but he is a tough guy, as the folks can see, and he went to work taking advantage of what he had done before. And this, again, as you said, is the semifinals of the van tournament, and the winner of this match right here was to wrestle a Mongolian stomper for the finals and for the van in there. And Slater, at this point, I would have to say, up until you changed it around, and it looked like he had you gone.
Well, I saw him right there. He started to back off. It was getting a little heavy for him in there, so I just stayed right on him. I didn't really know where I was at. I just knew I was fighting with all I had, and I still was seeing that van for sure. And at this point now, you see we knocked the referee down, and I'm down too, and Slater rolls out. He's got his chain again. Well, had the referee seen that, it would have been a disqualification right off the bat, and I would have went right on in the tournament with a stomper. But in this case, he's not crazy. You see Bill runs out there. Now, earlier Bill had problems with this man, and in the struggle over the chain, I rolled him right up, and the referee gave him the 3 counts. So,
and that was it in the semifinal match, and Slater's furious.
Right. He's hot, and I can't say enough what a great friend and a close friend Bill Dundee is. Not only to help me out there, but Bill's helped me so many times. And you see there now, Slater, you may be about to bite off a little more than you can chew, because I happen to know the superstar can dig it in there pretty deep.
Yes, sir. But that, and right away in the background, you can see Gorgeous George and the Mongolian stomper coming right in. Now, this is for the finals. They're anxious to get in there. They know you've been hurt.
Yeah, you see me over in the corner. Yeah. I'm just sprawled right out in the corner.
Slater is lost.
And immediately sensing the situation as it is, referee Tommy Marlin trying to give you an opportunity to take the legitimate rest that you had coming in there, which was not long, because it did follow. It was a continuous action one-night thing. Let's listen to what happened as it took place right down there in the Mid-South Coliseum, Robert.
Fuller's got him. Robert, a mess where Slater beat on him. But he
is really going after the Stomper, or was, till the Stomper just caught him. Fuller off the ropes. Stomper nails him. Gorgeous George's 8th wonder of the world, pounding on Robert Fuller. Fuller just finished a vicious match with Dick Slater. Stomper with that big foot, kicking away at Robert. Robert Fuller grabs the Stomper. 2, 3, that's it.
Well, that was it. That was the payoff moment for Robert Fuller.
Well, that's right. And the Mongol apparently just figured, well, I got a piece of dead meat here, and I'm just going to pound on it and beat on it until I get ready to stop, and probably this boy's going to give up or whatever. And George, that's what he wanted, and he was screaming for it. And they just underestimated Fuller. That's one thing you don't do. You don't underestimate me, because I'm going to fight right to the end of the match.
Nor I'll tell you what, he was about ready to go get Gorgeous George, anybody he could look at. He knew he had that van. That's all there was to it. He already had the keys in his pocket and ready to drive away in it, Robert.
Yeah, well, he's going to find out. It's not good to underestimate any of his opponents, and particularly one that's used to being beat on quite a bit from the time I started in this profession. So maybe we'll get that thing turned around, Lance.
Honey, congratulations again.
I got that van. It's the greatest prize ever. I want to thank Jerry Jarrett and everybody that put this tournament together. It's a fantastic thing to do for the people as well as for me, and thanks.
We appreciate you coming out here, and congratulations.